Hey everybody, this is Mr. Ortiz welcoming you back to Valley High School. I teach 10th grade English as well as our fire and emergency services pathway here, so I teach the freshman and the sophomore classes. I'm here to give you a little bit of a rundown of what to expect here in distance learning in the year 2020. Things are being run a little bit differently than they were last year. So if you haven't figured these things out already, this could be helpful to you. So if you're not already, you need to be joined up with your teacher's Google Classrooms. That's going to be the best way that your teachers are able to give you guys materials and also assignments every day. If you don't know how to join your teacher's Google Classroom, it's on your schedule. So go to Synergy, and when you look at your class schedules, instead of a room number, there's now a Google Classroom number. So that's how you're going to join your Google Classrooms, okay? Let me make this a little bigger for you guys. Okay, so here are the classes I teach: 10th grade English, Fire 1, Fire 2. I'm just going to use my 10th grade English class for my example, showing you guys a little bit around the Google Classroom. So first thing you guys will notice up at the top, I've got this banner that shows you exactly when we will be meeting for class. We are meeting live on Zoom every single day this year until we are no longer distance learning. So if you're not sure when to be in the Zoom call with your teacher, Mr. Ortiz, I put it up at the top. So for my English students, here is the schedule, okay? I also included my email address. So this is for students or parents. Anybody who needs to email me with questions, concerns, here's how it's going to be the best way to contact me. There's a stream here in the classroom. Everything that I post in there shows up at the top, so it can get a little bit overflowed with information, especially if you're not keeping up, if this is a parent just checking the classroom for the first time. So students and parents, I encourage you to click on this classwork tab up at the top where I have things organized by categories. So here are assignments that students are going to be doing, outside of the Study Sync curriculum. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Here are all the Study Sync assignments that we've been working on so far. These are mostly just reminders. English students are going to be completing these assignments in the Study Sync portal. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But what I really want to show you guys are these materials, because I've had a lot of students and parents asking about these, okay? So at the bottom under materials, one thing I have for you is this 4x4 schedule that Miss Dagan, one of the teachers at our school, created. This blew it up and made it real easy to read for us, so thank you to her. This is the Monday schedule for your classes. This is when you're being expected to be on a Zoom call with your class, okay? Monday, you can see school starts a little bit later for students, 9:10, and you guys are done by about 12:30, 12:20. You're finished with the day. Teachers have meetings after that. Then Tuesday through Friday, we have a different schedule for the other 4 days of the week. School starts at 8 a.m. You have support classes built in during the day where you can get extra help from your teacher, maybe have a little time to finish an assignment and get some extra help. And there is a lunch schedule or a lunch period built into the day. So for your information, this is the schedule that you're being required to be in Zoom calls. That's where teachers take attendance. So you can always make your own copy of this. Open with Google Docs, make your own copy. I recommend that you save it as the desktop background on your Chromebook. That way it's always really obvious for you when you're supposed to be in class. Okay, so how do you get into the Zoom call? Well, for my students, you click on this material that says Zoom Room. There's the link, there's the password. That's how you get into the call. And you'll go to a waiting room and I will admit you. At the very bottom, I have a syllabus. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through this because it's a little bit different for each of my classes, but please read through it. If you have any questions or concerns, email me, okay? It's pretty straightforward how I grade and what's being expected of you. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about here? Okay, so a couple ways to contact me. I showed you up at the top of the stream, the banner at the top, there is my email address. So students and parents, feel free to email me anytime. Also, you can contact me through Synergy. The only thing is if you're emailing me through your Synergy, you may not get a notification when I've responded. So make sure that you're checking your Synergy email often, looking for responses from your teachers, okay? Because if you email us on Synergy, we're going to email you back on Synergy. Let's see, what else? Last thing. Oh, for my English students, a lot of the curriculum we're accessing is going to be through the EGUSD portal and through StudySync. So how do you access that? So when you go into your own portal and you type in your password, you're going to see a red button at the bottom here that says McGraw-Hill. That is the company that makes StudySync. So we're going to click on that red button for McGraw-Hill. For those of you who are taking history this quarter, there's going to be a couple options because the history curriculum also comes through this McGraw-Hill. But for English, we're using StudySync. So you're going to look for this button with the 3 white balls and a yellow ball. Just know that my screen's going to look a little different from yours. Obviously, I'm the teacher. Your student version looks a little different. But you're going to click on the picture with the StudySync image, and then again, it'll ask you to click on that. And then here's where your screen's going to look a little different than mine, but yours should say welcome back with your name, and it should start you off in the assignments tab where you're going to see all of the assignments that I've given you, including when it was assigned and when it's due. And then you just click on that assignment and complete it, and you turn it in through the portal. Okay. Again, this is Mr. Ortiz. I'm sorry that I don't get to meet you guys in person this year, parents. I look forward to meeting you next year or whenever we get to come back together. Students, I miss you guys. I wish you were here in my classroom filling up these seats. But we're all doing our best here. So lots of love. Welcome back to school, and I will see you guys soon.